at my eyes.
There's no way you last that long, bro. You're doing yourself too
Woo!
much.
I'm going 20 minutes.
Hey, bro, I just noticed your shirt. Let me see your shirt.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, that's clean. Where'd you get that?
Some place from the mall, bro. I always forget the name of it. It's in some new place they added.
See,
I don't even know.
honestly, bro, I love shirts like that. As you can tell, I just get like a lot of
Graphic tees.
graphic tees, yeah. But a lot of people don't like that, bro. Like, I remember one time I went on this date with this girl, and I was wearing a graphic tee, and she was like, "Oh, so you just like wearing graphic tees, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "Oh no, nothing, nothing," you know. And that's left it at that. But I got the impression that she was not into that style or something. I don't know.
Maybe she thought that you were underdressing the situation.
Nah, she looked good, but casual, you know.
Maybe, yeah, but you could also look good in casual too, like a polo shirt or like a decent button up, you know?
You know what? Now that I think about it, you're right. Cause we did go to a fancy ass restaurant where I spent like $200, bro. So maybe. Oh, that's probably why, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
But at the time, I didn't know it was fancy. It was kind of just like she was like, "Oh, I always wanted to go there," and I was like, "Oh, let's go, fuck it." And I didn't know it was
Maybe
like this
maybe
expensive
it
place.
wasn't even the fact that it was fancy. Maybe she just thought that maybe she didn't feel important enough. It's like, man, what am I to this guy that he's gonna pull up with a graphic tee with
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley on it?
Hey, bro, Sean O'Malley's the goat.
All right, chill.
All right. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another episode. I don't know if I introduced. No, I didn't. Right. Welcome back. Outlier podcast. As always, I'm your host here with my brother from another mother, Timmy Turner, with that pink ass hat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We always started off with some hot seat questions. I don't have one as always. I'm horrible at thinking that for them. I'm horrible. So my brother here has one that he just thought
Yeah,
of. So
literally just thought of it right now.
let's hear it.
Curated from a conversations that my friends and I had yesterday. But this is episode number 80. I just checked because I kind of like
80.
keeping up. Yeah, it's a lot. We're close to 100, which we want to do something special for. But yeah, so really quickly, y'all have checkpoints over there, right, in Cali?
You mean for like drunk drivers and stuff?
No, like checkpoints when it comes to like when you're going to a different county or state to state. There's no like.
County, no.
What about
Or what is a checkpoint exactly?
basically where like border patrol agents or some
Oh,
type of.
county, no. State. I don't think state either because from what I remember driving to Vegas, which is in Nevada, you just go straight. Like there's nothing you gotta stop for. But it could be different for like the next state over. I
So
don't know.
yeah, but you've never seen like a checkpoint? There's like a post and they stop
Yeah.
you and they just kind of like U.S. citizen, whatever.
Yeah, but
It's not crossing countries. It's just literally
I've only ever seen that going to Mexico.
really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the question up a little bit. That way it can be a little bit more relevant to everybody else. Then you get stopped by the cops. You're with some boys, right?
Okay.
Cop finds some drugs in the car. It's your car, and the cop asked, "Whose is this?" Your boy isn't man enough to say him. He says it's nobody. Everybody says it's not mine.
Uh-huh.
Cop asks for everybody's license. Says I'll be right back. What's your next move? Y'all have a little bit of alone time
I'm
to
all right.
speak to each other and whatnot. What's your next move?
And I'm driving, right? You said I'm driving?
Yeah, you are driving. Yeah.
I'm having a quick talk with them saying, "Hey, bro, that is, own up to it now, you know, cuz I'm not going down for that shit." But yeah, I would have to force them to, you know, or else I'm snitching. I don't know who it is, cop, but it ain't mine.
Yeah, but that's not snitching. You're in the same situation. Think about all the potential career like opportunities that could be closed in
Because of
that
that.
instance.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I could do, bro. Like, I'm just gonna tell him, like, hey, bro, man, the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna get pissed, because why would you do that? My friends know me and they know I wouldn't want any of that shit. Like, especially like going like state to state or whatever. Like, you're fucking
Yeah.
dumb. That's literally drug trafficking. Like, regardless of the amount. So, um, I don't know. I'm gonna make them own up to it, dude. And they have
Are
to.
you?
I feel like my friends would be the type to be like, yeah, bro, fuck it. Like, I don't think they would try to drag me down with them. I think they'll just own up to it.
I hope so, bro. I
What are
hope
you
so. You
doing?
you you panicking though? You
Fuck yeah,
getting a little
bro.
scared?
Fuck yeah. You know what? One time when I was super overweight, we went to a car meet, which you know what those are, right? Like you see them everywhere
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
But this was back in like 5 years ago, and we all went to one, and um, they were doing all that donut shit and like all that vandalism and all that. So we were leaving. I was just in the car. I wasn't driving, and the guy driving, because the cops showed up. We're like literally like a scene from movies. All the cars just dipping, right? So we start dipping too, and the cop corners us and pulls us over, right? And I'm fucking scared, bro. I'm probably like 17, 18 at the time, probably like 18,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm thinking we're going to jail, bro. Like, you know, fuck. And I had told my mom like I was just going to Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
It's your fat
Yeah,
ass.
so like, and at the time, like, exactly right. So at the time, I was super overweight and super unhealthy. So my blood pressure was either high or low, whichever one is bad. I don't know. Um, and I remember getting so scared that I literally like wanted to go to the hospital because of like how shitty I felt after. Because it wasn't just that. Like one of my friends that was in the front seat, in the passenger seat, was like, fuck, because they took all of our IDs, and he was like, fuck, dude, I have a warrant in like Corona, which is like a few cities over. And he was like, dude, like, I'm going to jail. And I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, bro, he's going to jail for sure. Like, we're all getting tickets at least. I was just fucking terrified because you know me, I don't like confrontation or anything like that.
Mhm.
Um, and that scared the absolute shit out of me. And just the thought of like having to call my mom and being like, hey, come get me, cuz,
Yeah, there's another element to the story you're not being transparent with, but
which is what? Did I tell you this
uh,
story?
yeah, you did.
Then what am I missing?
I don't want to say it because we're both in the process right now where I think that part of the story should stay out just in case.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, no,
I don't know what
no,
the
that's
fuck you're
fine.
talking about.
Anyways, that's all that matters.
But yeah, sorry for going off on a tangent. What are you doing in that situation? If you
I'm doing the same thing, bro, but I'm like, if I have to, I would like go investigate or like, hey, cop, I'll help you out. I'll help you find out who it is, like, because I mean, I'm going for a job that's federal. You know what I mean? That's with the government, so I can't be having that on my record. So definitely the same thing. I'm gonna be. It's like I'm not even gonna be like afraid of the fact that I might get a ticket or like that. Doesn't really scare me. It's just more so the fact that opportunities will close because of this stupid situation.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We have a checkpoint that's in Texas for some reason. It's just a random checkpoint in Texas, and we have to pass it every single time. One time I was going to Austin. We were gonna go party. I think it was like my 21 birthday, and one of my boys, like he was always just like tirado, like just always dressed homeless, bro, whatever, right? So the border patrol agents like, where y'all headed? Or no, where y'all from? And we say where we're from. And this motherfucker says Utah. I don't know what Salt Lake, Utah.
Uh-huh.
Like lying for no reason, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing over here? He's like, oh, just my family's from over there, but I live here now. He's like, well, ask where you're from. He's just like, yeah, but I was born, like, just kind of like just starting a conversation with the cop that didn't need to be made,
Had.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a friend of ours, but he does drugs. You know what I mean? So, you know what? Go ahead and pull forward, gentlemen, and we're gonna search your car. And so here we go forward, bro. Just because this guy wanted to like add stuff to his like background story, whatever. And I remember thinking in my head and telling him, I was like, bro, if you have something, bro, like you better take the fall because I'm not, bro. Like I'm not right now. Like I think I was 21, so there I was afraid, bro. I was like, fuck, like this guy's gonna, you know, he's stupid like that. He's gonna bring something or whatever. We're going to Austin to party, whatever. But thank God he didn't have anything.
Yeah, I don't know if I forgot to mention what happened in that situation I was in, but none of us got in trouble. They just ran our IDs and then said, you know, I don't want to see you anywhere near like this area. Just leave, and we just all left. But that shit was fucking terrifying. And I don't know how my friend that had a warrant didn't get arrested, because they ran his ID and they just, I guess, didn't find it. I don't know.
I mean, does it matter if it's not in the county?
I don't know. I think it still pops up. But
Sure.
anyways,
He probably saw your scared ass and was like, nah, let me let this
dude,
guy go before he has a heart
dude, I
attack.
was fucking, I came home and I was pale, bro. Like I was fucking dying, literally. Anyways, I think also like after the fact that like in that situation you put, you have to, I think you have to stop being friends with that person if they're gonna
Yeah.
do something like that, bro. Like if they're so careless, obviously they didn't mention it to you, right? They just did it. You can't be
Mhm.
friends with someone like that, bro. You know, that's like willing to risk the whole group because you guys could all go down for that. You know, it's not just him.
If like I feel like in this instant, even if he does take the fall, I feel like that's like a nudge or like a hint, a red flag to say like, hey, this guy is probably not the best person to hang around with. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Be careful who you hang around with, bro, because in a situation like that, let's say he doesn't want to take the fall.
yeah,
Well, guess what? You're gonna go down with him because you decided to hang around with him. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Be careful who you hang around with, guys.
yeah. It's kind of true what they say. Like you are who you surround yourself with. That's very true.
That's why he made that tweet, bro.
Shut up. Anyways, we're gonna move on. So I want to show you guys this video. Did you see the video? You did, right? I just showed it
Hmm.
to you. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna play it for you guys, and we're gonna talk about it because it's kind of crazy. It's been surfacing again. This happened a few months back. So basically, this guy, he does prank videos, and he finds a victim. Right? They're at the mall. He's just gonna play some weird audio clip in his ear to try and get a reaction out of him. And this guy looks like a fucking DoorDash guy or something.
What's that?
What the fuck are you laughing at?
No. Get on my business while top son. Stop. Stop.
So you guys see there, they paused it, but you can clearly see he pulled out a gun and shot him. So there's gonna be people out there that are watching this that think this is fake. Like he's a prankster and he got this on video. It's probably a prank to try to go viral, whatever. No, this is 100% real. They actually went to court to prosecute the guy that shot him, and the jury voted that he was not guilty of anything. That he did exactly what like he was entitled to do. He felt threatened, and he did what he had to do. He told the guy multiple times to get away and to stop, and the guy didn't listen. And so that's when he pulled out the gun and shot him. And the jury sided with him. So this dude's doing no time. He's getting off scot free, and I think this is like one of the best, like for me, like justice is served type of thing, right? Because you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You know
I'm actually surprised that that's the way you think. I think the same way.
why? Why are you surprised?
I don't know. It just seems like you would be not that you're anti-gun or anything like that, but I feel like you, out of all people, would be like, you don't got to take it that far or something like that. You know what I mean?
No, bro. I mean, it's just.
It is a bit extreme. Don't get me wrong.
I would say that if like you knew who that guy was, or if it was a little kid or something, but that's a grown ass adult. You don't know what that random person is capable of. You don't know what they're trying to do. You tell them to stop. You're trying to leave, and they're following you. That's blast that motherfucker. You know.
Nah, honestly, it makes a lot of sense. You gotta.
You someone interviewed the guy, the prankster, and they asked him. They said, are
You
you
gonna continue doing it?
are you gonna continue making videos and doing pranks? And he said, yeah. Like I don't plan on stopping. Um, I mean, I guess, bro. You know, that's kind of it was kind of a little warning for him to stop fucking around, and he didn't. Yeah, I guess he's not gonna stop. So
Yeah. Nah, that's
I wouldn't be
retarded.
surprised if something similar, like not saying that he's gonna get shot, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his ass beat in another video. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because now it's like he is. There's a spotlight on him. You know what I mean? Now, if people didn't know about him before, they know about him now. So I feel like this is one of those instances that's like it was bound to happen.
Yeah. And honestly, bro, I'm kind of sick and tired of all the like prank videos going around. I don't know about you. Like at first they were funny and whatever, right? And some of them are, but
Yeah.
it feels like these content creators feel the need to take it up a notch every single time, and it just gets like every single one I watch just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Like there's ones where they just literally start assaulting people, like smacking people in the head and then pretending like it was an accident. But that's still assault, bro. Like that's you can't touch people and then be like, "Oops, my bad," for a video. What
Yeah.
the fuck? You like there's this one where this guy's like hiding in a teddy bear. It's kind of old. He's like
Oh, I've
hiding
seen it.
and he's like throwing shit as hard as he can at people walking by, like literally to the point where like people are losing their balance. You know, like their head fucking rocks forward and shit. And it's a prank, bro. Chill. It's a prank. You know, chill out. And it's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on with people.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sick of the
Crazy.
pranks too. I stopped watching prank videos, so I get it's not in my algorithm to where I'm watching it, but I remember there was a time where I would watch pranksters and it got old really quick.
You know, I had I grew up with a friend from elementary school all the way to not just elementary. So that's a pretty good amount of time for what is that, like 7 years, right? From like
Yeah.
5 to 12 around there, something like that. And we went off to different middle schools, and we talked or whatever, but we weren't as close anymore. And he actually became super popular in doing pranks. Like
Really?
he was making like 100 to 200 grand a year off pranks. And keep in mind, this guy was in high school, like 18, 19, like barely graduated or a senior.
Man.
And he ended up quitting because his parents wanted him to be like, because he was Vietnamese, and those people are very like focused on education and stuff, and so he ended up going the education route. And I remember running into him like at the gym or at stores, and then just like he's just a normal dude, you know. And I'm like, fuck, bro, like you were making 200 grand a year for, you know. And this was in the OG days, like when Fusi was making prank
Yeah.
videos, bro. I don't know if I ever
DDT.
tell you this.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, this guy had like, when it was hard to get 1 million subs, he had like 200K. So he was like, you know,
Wow.
yeah. And
Nah, that's legit, bro. The only thing about pranking is like you can only do it for so long.
oh yeah, I think that's part of the reason why he stopped. And he actually admitted to me, because I remember one time when
Faking it.
I DM'd him because he did like a gold digger prank, with the Lamborghini and all that. I was like, damn, bro, like you got a Lamborghini? He's like, nah, bro. He said it's all fake. Like I rented the Lamborghini, which obviously most people know you do that, right? But then he
Yeah.
was like, and then he literally like I went to school with this girl that he paid. Like he would pay just random girls at school. Like I'll pay you $50 to come help me with the video, and they would do
Yeah.
it. And he would make like 10, 15 grand off one video, and was paying them $50 to $100, you know. And then the girls, these girls are in high school, so they're like, damn, $100, like let's go, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
don't know that that video is gonna get millions of views and give him thousands of dollars, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why I mentioned that. Why did I mention that? Just because of pranks? Yeah.
We're talking about pranksters, but I feel like the smart route for him would to have been like try to shift your content another
He
direction
did.
while still He did? So he still makes video or
No,
no?
I haven't checked up on him, but he tried going from pranks to vlogs,
That's a great.
and I don't think it worked out for him. And
Mm.
I used to make videos with him in elementary.
So it was always in him then.
Yeah, he always wanted to do that when we're in fucking elementary. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. I felt that way too when I discovered like YouTube and becoming a YouTuber
Mm,
back in middle school. But
yeah.
that back then it was like for me it's always been whatever I'm passionate about. Like it started off with video games, then it started off with then it went to working out, and then it went to vlogs.
And
I did the
then
vlog route.
masturbation,
And then yeah, orgies.
the vibe.
And then I did what did I do after that? I went back to gaming, then the
Uh,
podcast, and then our reaction videos. So I think some people just have it. Like they just want to entertain, like they just want that. And based off of what you described, he just has it. I'm pretty sure he probably is still trying to make videos or plans to.
yeah, maybe I don't know, but I just always thought that was crazy how he just kind of like gave up on that whole idea for his parents' wishes, because his parents
Yeah.
were always like super influential on him, and he just decided to like stop making hundreds of thousands of dollars to get an education, which is
I was
like
like, nah, I pay the bills.
not. But his parents had money too. Like they were
Oh,
kind of like, you got to do what we do, And he was kind of like, all right. Because they didn't understand it. Like I remember he bought. I don't know if I think he did buy I8, a BMW I8, and that's
okay.
now I was like, damn, this dude, he did it. And then after that's when he stopped. So I don't know. Hey, but I'm sure he could come back and do it again if he wanted to.
Oh yeah,
You
bro. If you
know?
can do it once, you can do it again. You know the formula.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for sure. Yeah. Anyways, the next topic we have at hand is I already told you this, but so we have a little update on a case. So there was a case we talked about a few episodes back of this guy that goes into a hospital with his girlfriend because she's giving birth, right? And so they treat her and they ask the dude, hey, like, hey, who's this lady to you? Who is she? And he goes, oh, that's my girlfriend. And they go, okay, don't move, we'll be right back. And they come back with the fucking SWAT team. Nah, obviously not. They come back with a few cops because the guy just admitted to being with an underage girl that is 12 years old giving birth, right? And the guy was like 24 at the time. And so he admitted to it. And when they investigated, like how this happened, basically the mom was in cahoots and agreed to let. But that guy actually dated the mom first. So that's the mom's ex. They broke up, and then he was kind of like, hey, like, what's up with your daughter, And she was like, if you want, like, she's yours. And so she agreed, and they ended up dating, like having a full-blown relationship, and then he impregnated her, and now they have a kid together. And so because of that, the mom went on trial. And let me pull this up. She just went on trial, and she was found guilty. And this is the family right here. That's the mom, that's the dude, and that's the child. They even threw her like a baby shower, it looks like. But just by looking at the picture, you could tell the mom is fucking crazy as fuck.
I haven't even seen it.
You haven't seen it? I don't know what to tell you, brother. Get Jamie to
Oh,
pull it up for you. But just by looking at her, like her eyebrows, that bitch is cuckoo in the head, cuz she's crazy. But yeah, so she was found guilty for whatever, for having her part in it, and she's gonna go to jail and all that shit.
Maybe negligence or something.
But this got me thinking into how girls have to operate so differently in this world.
Yeah, before we get into that though, real quick, do you think? Because I feel like it has to be more layered than that. Maybe the mom is addicted to drugs or something like that, or something has to be. Because you don't just like, oh yeah, I have my daughter, right? Maybe this guy is like a drug dealer and it's like, I'll give you your stuff or whatever. You let me have your daughter,
Could be.
something like that, bro. Because I feel like only a drug addict would do something this sinister,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But anyways, continue.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt she's a drug addict because if you look at her, bro, she just looks like that type. Like she
Yeah.
just looks crazy, like I said. Um, but anyways, this got me thinking into like how a lot of girls that are younger experience a lot of like sexual trauma and stuff like that. And I was telling you this earlier, but I've been on a good amount of dates, and I don't know why I asked this, just maybe because I'm ignorant and I'm just curious as to see what like the general perception is for people. But I always ask these girls like, hey, like have you ever had an experience that's like creepy, like not sexual, you know what I mean, but like let's say you're just walking at the park and some guy follows you, right, something like that, right, where you felt unsafe or threatened. And every single girl has a story, bro. There's not one girl that I've spoken to that doesn't have a story. They all have one. What I remember, I was dating this one girl and she told me that she got home from work late and she noticed that she was low on gas. She had like 10 miles in the tank. And so she was like, fuck it. There's a gas station around the corner from my house. She pulls up, she pumps the gas, right? This other guy pulls up in a very nice car. She doesn't think anything of it, but she's paying attention. And I don't know if she told me that the guy started chasing her or like following her, but like he was trying to talk to her, right? And she was like, no, get away, like whatever. And so she started walking and she ended up doing like laps around the fucking gas thing, like walking away from this guy. And he was like, no, like listen, like I just want to, and it was like 1 or 2 a.m. And eventually she got into her car, locked the doors, and he was still like trying to talk to her. And she called her dad, and her dad came immediately, like woke up. But it's like, damn, bro, like, and this girl's like fucking 5'2", 120 pounds, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a tiny woman. Like what would she have done? She doesn't have pepper spray and nothing. And I always tell these girls like, get some pepper spray, man. Like it doesn't hurt to have that,
Facts, yeah.
That's why I want a gun.
Do you?
I do want a gun.
Are y'all allowed to have guns over there?
Yeah. The hell you mean, bro? It's the U.S. Second Amendment, motherfucker. Playing with me.
I don't. California's like its own different thing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but everyone's allowed to have guns as long as you're 18, right? It's the USA,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, no. It's just not open carry, right? Like over here in Texas.
I think you have to like do a bunch of bullshit to be able to get that, and it's like super hard. Yeah, but I don't think you can.
Okay, over here we can just walk around with ARs and shit.
I need to learn more about the law on that because have I told a story on the podcast about how I was driving under a bridge and this guy was chasing? Yeah, I told it.
Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah, and ever since then, my perception of guns changed because I was like, damn, bro, like, what if I was walking,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember the story, but basically I was just driving under a bridge at like 12 at night or something, and this guy ran across the street with a knife chasing my car, and then I looked in the rear view mirror. I obviously stepped on the gas, right? And I looked in the mirror, and he's still running behind my car with the knife. And and ever since then I was like, damn, bro, like, what do I have? I don't have shit. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been bad. Imagine my car just breaks out right there. Fuck. My tire pressure low. Fuck.
Hey, speaking of like that, that whole scenario reminded me of. Apparently, there's been sightings of clowns again in Ohio.
No, the
clowns
the
are coming
killer
back.
clowns.
Yeah, bro. And the thing about like if it comes up like in one state and the news starts covering it, it's gonna inspire all the other freaks to go out there and start doing it again, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing if you see a clown, bro, on the street?
I mean, nothing, honestly.
Be real, bro. You getting scared, bro? Like you're at the red light. He's not even interacting with you. He's kind of like just walking in circles, far away from you at a light post. It's nighttime. What are you doing, bro? You taking a ride? You going the other way?
I'm just going the same way I'm going, where I'm going. But it is like a little creepy, but at the same time, I just know it's a human under that mask, right? So it's like, you're probably some scrawny fuck that's just trying to feel like scary and powerful. But if you were to take off that mask and like be in normal clothes, I wouldn't be threatened. You know, it's just a human at the end of the day, right?
Who do you think is more scared, the clown or the person in the
Probably,
car?
I feel like the clown has to be scared too,
Right,
right?
bro.
Because if you're
You
out
don't
there,
know.
if you're out there by yourself in the night and you are trying to pose as a threat or scare people, you know that there's people that are willing to defend that threat and that that someone's gonna get out the car and like, hey, motherfucker.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, see, I think it's a thrill on both sides, like ooh,
Yeah.
But part of me wants that to happen again, just because it doesn't feel real. Like you remember when that whole thing happened? I didn't feel real. Like I remember driving on the street and like I saw a clown or two, and I just be like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, but
I've never seen
but they weren't doing anything. They were just there, But I remember just thinking this isn't real. So like if that were to happen again, it would be cool, right? As like a moment and like, oh wow, like that happened. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I know lives are gonna be lost, 100%. There's no way
Yeah.
if like this goes on a nationwide scale and it happens again that no one dies, because someone's gonna freak out and feel threatened, and there's trigger people happy out there, and then some of these idiots have knives, or
Yeah.
like fake knives, and that's reason enough to shoot someone if they're trying to scare you with that. So
For sure.
yeah,
No, yeah, bro. It's because it's one of those things too. Is like the psychopaths. Like that's a perfect reason for psychopaths to come out and take advantage of the situation
yeah,
on both ends. Like whether they want to pose as the clown or if they want to start taking clowns out.
yeah.
There's some psychos out there, bro.
Are
That
you?
don't. What do
Yeah,
you say?
I was gonna ask you if you're gonna dress up for Halloween.
No, we never do.
You're not doing
My wife.
anything.
No, my wife spends Halloween at church, and I go
Is
to my
it
dad.
is it
Okay.
frowned upon to celebrate Halloween? Like your religion?
Different denominations, and my wife's denomination, it's frowned upon. So yeah,
Yeah.
not mine, but
Wait, you're in a different one than your wife?
I'm not associated with
A
a
church?
denomination anymore. No,
Hmm.
I disengaged.
And so if you were to go and so like let's say you wanted to throw a Halloween party, how would your wife feel about that?
She probably wouldn't feel good about it, but
And you're like, I'm gonna dress up as a devil this year, honey.
yeah, she definitely would not feel good about that at all.
What
But
about me?
what about you?
Like, let's say I were to visit, right? And
You, s- you see, she doesn't really care about what other people. It's weird, bro, because she'll look at somebody else dressing up in a costume, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's cute," or "Oh, that's funny," or "That's this,"
but
and
we
she
can't
won't
do it.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would think like, "Oh, that's so awesome," right? But then when it comes down to her doing it, she thinks it's like demonic.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like, just obviously a scenario that won't happen, but like if I were to fly down there and I'm like, hey, like, can I stay here? And you say yes, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to a Halloween party, and I dress up as a devil. That's
Yeah.
inconsiderate of me, right? Because it's your house and whatever. But I'm just saying, like, would that be a issue or
She'll probably laugh at it.
really?
Yeah, she'll probably laugh at it, but like she would definitely not appreciate me doing that.
She talking shit when I leave, huh? When I
Oh
leave
yeah,
the-
she's like what's wrong with him? Like,
Fuck.
But it's like I like that about her, and then I don't, because like there's certain instances where like it's kind of hypocritical. Like if you don't think it's bad on them, why is it bad on you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for instance, like jean shorts or whatever like that. She'll be like, oh, like I think they look so good on her, or whatever. But she won't wear them because she's like, no, that's not the way we're supposed to dress.
Yeah.
Just like even jeans, bro. She just started wearing jeans like 2 years ago or a year ago. She would always wear skirts or dresses.
Yeah, I have an aunt like that. I've never seen her in anything but a skirt. Those long ass fucking skirts, bro.
Long ones, yeah.
Those shit are ugly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, she always does a dress, which
Yeah,
is nice.
that's
right?
like whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I kind of like convinced her like to start wearing jeans and
but
pants.
you don't want to like dress up your son.
Yeah, I got him a dragon costume, so I'm gonna dress him up.
But how does she feel about that? Not a problem?
Probably not okay, but
Yeah, see, but yeah, like that's tough, bro, because I could see both perspectives, and like for someone like you to be like, man, but it's my son. I want to dress him up, like I want him to be, whatever, and then for her to be like, I don't think that's right, whatever. Like that doesn't cause conflict in your house.
I'm not tilted about it. It's not something that I'm passionate about. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have. If she really doesn't want him to,
Damn. So she gets the final say. Damn.
no,
Nah, that's it. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's cool
no,
though. That's cool. Well, whatever works for you, bro, in your household.
no. Like I said, I got it. I got him it already, and I plan to. But I'm not gonna make an argument with my wife about it. It's
What'd
like
she say about it though?
nothing. She liked it. She put it on him already.
Oh, see,
But
so it's cool.
yeah, he doesn't like it though. He doesn't like having a costume on. So we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all we got for tonight.
yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of didn't even go on a tangent on that last. Like how you had asked something about women having to go through like certain situations, but I mean,
I've
we could say that for another pod or something.
I've bought pepper spray for a girl one time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because
Me too.
she would tell me all these like stories, and I was like, "What the like?" And I was like, "You don't have anything?" She was like, "No," and I was like, "Yeah." So next time I saw her, I bought her some pepper spray with her dumb ass.
Part of it is though is like that whole law of attraction where they're kind of like seeking it and looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these girls love like those horror, like true crime films and shows.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
but I don't think they're seeking it.
Yeah, bro. That's like it's not that they're like deliberately looking for it, like they're going out for trouble.
But they
But if
welcome
they
it, is what you're saying?
no.
What are you
They'll
talking
go
about?
they'll go out to pump gas and they'll like, oh my god, that guy was staring at me like he wanted to eat me type stuff. When it's like,
Yeah. So like, I agree with that because like I said, I have talked to girls about this, and like 9 out of 10 times it's a legit story, and it doesn't seem weird. But every now and then there's like one or two stories that are just like, I feel like you're exaggerating that. And you know me, bro. I always like challenge that because I'm not just gonna let someone
Yeah.
say something. I'll be like, are you sure? Because to me it sounds like he was just doing his job or whatever, right? And they're always like, no, like trust me, you had to be there, like blah, blah, blah. But 9 out of 10 times it's legit.
really?
Legit.
I feel like you're more like,
Well, because I ask a lot of questions, bro. Like, cause I like to vet, and I'd be like, "Are you sure he wasn't doing this?" And go, "No, because he did this. I know he didn't want to do this because of this." And I'm like, "All right."
it's like one of those things like whenever somebody's like kind of caught in the lie, it's like you gotta double down. And I feel like girls would do that, bro.
Oh, 100%, bro. I've had like an ex just completely lie and like
Gaslighting.
get caught, right? And then just double down, and like it was clearly a lie. Like that happens all the time. Just because I feel like they just don't want to say sorry sometimes, they
Right.
rather give you some pussy than to be like, nah, I was wrong. And that's the problem though, is most guys would accept that as an
Yeah.
apology, like fuck it, I'll get some pussy. But like, nah,
Yeah.
bro, you gotta get your chick to apologize when she's wrong, or else she's never gonna take accountability.
Yeah.
All right, agree?
Facts. Yeah.
All right, badass. All right, anything else you want to add, brother?
Nah, we're good.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. We'll see you guys next week. Comment a hot seat question for the first segment, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. Later.